This is the DeKalb County State Court first appearance hearings. Basically, what this is for me to let you know what you've been charged with, what your bond is, and kind of give you a little basic information. Now, I'm not here to try your case, nor am I here to take a plea, simply to let you know what you're charged with and what your bond is for each one of those particular charges. Whether or not you require the assistance of attorney, that's something that's going to be important for you to move forward, okay? All right, what I'm doing is starting alphabetically. Um, I do want to go through some rights that you have. So you have the right to remain silent. If you give up the right to remain silent, we're being recorded right now. So anything you say can be used against you. You have a right to get an accusation because these are misdemeanor charges, and that'll happen at a future date. You have a right to a speedy and public trial by jury if that's what you choose to do. The right to see, hear, and cross-examine all witnesses that are called to testify against you, and the right to call witnesses and present evidence on your own behalf. You don't have to testify. You don't have to incriminate yourself. If you decide not to testify, not to incriminate yourself, that decision cannot be used against you. The most important thing is that you have a right to be represented by an attorney. Now, at this particular stage of the proceeding, the most important thing to happen right now is for you to understand what your bond is and to determine whether or not you're able to post that bond. Once you post the bond and you get out, you'll come back to court for a plea and arraignment. And at that particular time, if you're not able to hire an attorney, you'll be able to apply for a public defender. And the application for a public defender is based on the federal poverty guidelines, okay? All right. So I don't know that you're able to step up individually. So, all right. So I'm going to start with Matana Thompson. Ms. Thompson, you want to come step a little ahead? So, Ms. Thompson, you've been charged with, there's 3 charges against you. Actually, there's 2. Speeding going 111 miles in a 65 mile per hour zone, as well as a DUI. That ticket number for the speeding is E055-39139. The ticket number for the DUI is E055-39140. The bond for the speeding going 111 miles per hour in a 65 mile per hour zone, that bond is $250. The bond for the DUI is $1,000. All right. There are going to be no special conditions on your bond, just that you will have to post this bond before you can come out of jail. Do you understand what you're being charged with? Can somebody turn on the jail's microphone? Okay. Do you understand what you're being charged with, ma'am? The jail, looks like the jail is muted. At least it looks like it. Thank you.
Yes,
There we go.
ma'am.
All right. And you understand what the bond is for both of those charges?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do you have any questions?
If I had cash on me, could I buy myself out?
I don't know what the policy is for DeKalb County in terms of your cash. Um, that's something you need to talk to them about.
Okay.
All right. All right. You can step back, ma'am. Sharon Pritchett. All right, Ms. Pritchett. So you understand the rights that I explained to you and what this first appearance hearing is for?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Ms. Pritchett, you're charged with going 54 and a 35. I'm sorry, you're charged with failure to maintain lane and a DUI. The failure to maintain lane, the ticket is 021000183ET, and the ticket for the DUI is 021000184ET. Just a little bit more information. Right, so then the failure to maintain lane is in violation of code section 40-8-48, and the DUI is in violation of 40-6-391. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right, ma'am, your bond is 250 on the, hold on, let me get to I'm sorry, I'm go to the next page. It's $100 on failure to maintain lane, and it's $1,000 on the DUI. Do you understand that? Do you have any questions?
Yeah.
Okay, you can step back. Thank you, ma'am. So
So,
let me have Mr. Hosang. You want to come all the way up, sir? All
Good
right,
afternoon.
do you want me to go back through the rights you have?
I'm clear.
All right, sir. So, let me go to your tickets, Mr. Antonio Hosang. All right, sir. So you are charged on, looks like it was April the 12th of 2025 at 6471 South Sharon Church Road, which, no, I'm sorry, that's your address. With and on I-20 eastbound Turner Hill Road, Officer Peoples, um, first notice that you failed to signal when turning lanes, violating code section 40-6-123B. That was recorded on his dash cam video. Then he also noted that you were traveling in excess of the posted speed, that you were going 91 miles per hour in a 70-mile-per-hour zone. Then at some point during his transactions with you, he charged with driving under the influence of alcohol, 40-6-391A, 1 through 5, one of the particular 1 through 5 sections, that he did some field sobriety test on you, and he indicated that you scored 6 out of 6 on the horizontal gaze nystagmus, that you got a 0.156 on the walk and turn. He observed you have bloody, watery eyes, you smell strong odor of an alcohol from your breath, and that you had as well urinated on yourself. That was the basis for the DUI. And then he noted that he charged you with possession of an open container in violation of 40-6-253, that there was an open container of Malibu located in the front passenger seat, and the bottle was half empty. All right. Do you understand what you're being charged with and what you were arrested for?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. All right, sir. So, Mr. Hosang, on the speeding, your bond is $100. On the failure to signal, your bond is $100. On the open container, your bond is $100. And on the DUI, your bond is $1,000. Do you have any questions, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, what
So,
would that be?
so the total amount for the total overall is 1,300.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Now, one more question, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
When I first got booked in, they gave me that bond amount for the entire of the charges, but the only one that didn't have a charge was for the that
The-
the signal.
All
So
right.
I
I
didn't.
posted, I set the bond based on your traffic history, your traffic history, your driving history, as well as the totality of everything that happened on the scene.
Okay. Yes, Your Honor. I just want to make sure that I was aware of that full amount.
Yes, it's $1,300 is your bond.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Hosang.
One more time. One more question, Your Honor.
Yes.
Will I be mailed a court date in the mail prior to maybe 2 to 3 months,
That's a
or?
great question. You will be. And when I respond to that question, sir, it is so important that you make sure that they have the correct address for you. If you were to move, or if you were to go anywhere else, and they mail you an appearance to information to appear in court, if they're not able to reach you at the Sharon Church Road address, then you would be in a failure to appear posture. You don't want that to happen, sir. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
Do you know the time frame of?
I don't. I don't know when you'll be back in court.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome, sir. You take care of yourself.